All right. Well, here we go. I kind of dreaded this because I just didn't want it to make it seem like I was hating on the Lakers because I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan. Um, it's been hard to watch, right? But the first reason why they've been losing, obviously, is because LeBron James is not playing. If LeBron had been playing, a lot of these games wouldn't have been going down the way that they have, and yeah, they would have been winning a lot more. But they don't have LeBron, and now it just looks like kind of crazy, like a circus. Let's go to the Chicago game versus the Lakers. Here we go. I'm gonna go to a few different games, and I'll have a lot of proof to show you. So we're gonna start off with this game, and I'm gonna bring up just the Lakers possession. No. You know what? Yeah, I'll go Lakers possessions. I'll show their defense in a second, but I want to show the Lakers offense to start off with this. And we'll go just their misses, just so you know. It's not like I'm trying to hate. I'm just trying to show you guys something. First of all, if you guys are watching this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you guys are watching this video, hit the thumbs up button. This might be a little bit rough to watch. I'm not even gonna lie. I like the Lakers, but it's really frustrating as a Laker fan watching this. So first of all, here's the thing you need to understand. There's no space. So first thing was LeBron. The second thing is there's no space. And a lot of it is Westbrook, but it's not all Westbrook, but a lot of it is Westbrook because he hasn't been shooting. So what are teams going to do? Not guard him at all, right? So let's actually see what that looks like. People are just leaving him to shoot the ball, like disrespectfully. So watch. Lonzo is guarding him. Actually, he's not even really guarding him. He completely leaves his man, like just leaves him wide open. Here, my bad. I'm going back and forth to this. All right, just leaves him wide open right here. He cuts. Normally, you just have a guy just stay in. I guess 11 would take him. Carmelo Anthony needs to space out, but they ran in a two-man game on that side, right? He cuts through, really just to nothing. He stands right in the way. Look at the spacing. There's no spacing at all unless when you're talking about those two guys. So there's no room for AD to operate off top. This is the importance of being able to knock down shots, right? You got to be able to hit shots, especially from that perimeter position, not just the point guard. And it wasn't just Westbrook missing. So I don't want it to make it seem like, it's all Westbrook, but don't be fooled by the stats, right? So watch. He just leaves him. Like Lonzo's still jabbing. He's not even really guarding him. Westbrook is standing inside the three-point line. Everybody else is on the perimeter. So there's really no room. If you press up on Anthony Davis, there's no room for him to drive. So you can feel comfortable, and they just leave him. Look at 11. He just takes off and just runs up and takes him. They're rotating perfectly. Lonzo goes corner. Extra pass out there. You definitely got to knock. So that's what I'm saying. It's not all Westbrook. That was an open shot. Solid ball movement, too. Lonzo isn't really guarding him. He's leaving him wide open right there. Normally, I think that, or who's 11? Is that Derozan? So that's Derozan's rotation. And then Lonzo will take Carmelo Anthony. He doesn't even move at all. And they let him shoot. And they're not making them pay for that. This is a big reason why. And you'll look at numbers and say, well, Westbrook didn't play that bad. But you got to see this stuff, though. This happens. This is 6-3, and all that I showed you happened before they even got to 10 points. So let's see. We need to watch the third quarters of some of these games. Did he lead them? Led them too much? The turnovers are definitely a problem. But we need to watch the third quarter just to kind of be sure. Good D. Look at that. Left them.
perspectives. Charter in Chicago, of course. Tough take. Rebound.
So AD is playing against 2 or 3 guys every possession. And and Westbrook's not relieving any pressure at all. I'm just showing facts. It's not like I'm just doing a talk show. A lot of these guys just be talking on TV. I'm showing you the God honest truth. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong with a lot of this stuff, but Derozan's gonna do the first half. So same thing, just leaves them.
I agree with you on Westbrook playing a lot freer. They both kind of
Let's see, mid post. Are they gonna leave him? Yeah, they're leaving. They're leaving Avery Bradley because he's not necessarily known as a 3-point shooter. Close out. Gonna take a tough 3 right here, I believe. Right? Not a tough 3. It's one he can hit, but he's just not hitting that at a high clip. So they'll live with him hitting 2 or 3 threes a game because they know at the end of the day, if they leave Westbrook open the whole game, he will not beat you with 11 threes or 10 threes or 9 threes. He won't. 9 3. He won't. But they're also, they're not only leaving. Now, who's number 4? Is that Rondo? Who's number 4? No, Rondo's number 9, right? They just left him. And Anthony Davis also isn't making them pay. Like, he's going right into 3 guys. I believe that's Wayne Ellington. He's going right into 3 guys. Probably because he's frustrated. And who's going to be the first person in the locker room like, yo, man, like, I don't have no, like, is Anthony Davis at some point going to be like, hey, yo, like, I don't have no space. We need to make some moves. Oh, that was Rondo. You're right. At some point in the season, I feel like this is going to happen. They can deal with, or we already saw how Rondo and LeBron work. Do you have to bench Westbrook in the playoffs? If you're going to try anything, you try it right now. I would say let him come off the bench and just go to work and do exactly what he wants because there's so much pressure in the starting lineup. But I want to say this, though. Don't panic. It is the beginning of the season. It hasn't even really got going, right? We don't even know who's going to be in the playoffs yet, really. So don't panic because LeBron is not playing basketball. The smartest player in basketball. Appreciate the tips, Johnny. So now, and we know Rondo's not a great 3-point shooter. I think Monk missed that one. Yep, just bad 3-point shooter.
I just don't see that happening. I think he's got to get his legs underneath him.
Going underneath screens.
Don't think these teams are not going to set screens on
mid post. Trying to get into the mid post. They're just leaving them. They're going to make everybody beat them. Everybody else beat them. And the problem is this year, so everybody gave Kuz a hard time, right? Because I've seen this too much. I've seen this too often with teams, and I'm not trying to put this on LeBron. With teams that LeBron plays with, I'm going to go over why. Teams with LeBron plays with, there's always a scapegoat. Do you remember when they made it seem like Kevin Love couldn't play basketball, like he wasn't an all-star? Do you remember how they treated Kuz? A lot of people don't remember how they were talking about Bosh. When Wade went to Cleveland and all these other guys went to Cleveland and they were like, well, it's not going to work. Some people who are known for shooting, all of a sudden, oh, no, they can't shoot. Like Kuz, there's a reason why Kuz goes and he's playing with the Wizards. They're number 1 in the East and he's playing well. There's a reason why Montrezl Harrell is playing well. I'm not going to blame it on LeBron, right? But part of it is on the offense that LeBron he's known to win for, but there's always a scapegoat every year, and there's going to be one that pops up on this Lakers team. I guarantee you. Just how they talked about Kuz, somebody, I don't know who it is going to be this year, but I mean, they're going to talk about somebody like they don't know how to play basketball. You just wait on it. I think it's going to be 2 people.
We showed you our Illinois lottery stat of the game.
I think it's going to be two people that they get on this year. Because remember, they got on KCP too. Remember KCP, like, and I was almost one of them. Like, we almost ran KCP out of LA. And then now KCP, you know, then he becomes a champion, right? He's hitting threes. He's playing great defense. Now they missed that. They can use it. I want you to watch Derrick Jones Jr. right here. First of all, there's no lanes to the basket. The reason why Lonzo's not even guarding Rondo. He's at the elbow, and Rondo's at the NBA 3. For those of you guys that don't know, that's like 6-7 feet. That's not close, right? Watch Jones.
Rondo back.
He backs up. He sees that Rondo has the ball. He thinks about closing out. Doesn't even go.
There's Westbrook with space. He'll take it if you give him the space, but you can live with that shot. You mentioned temper some expectations.
Green. It was Kuzma and Green and KCP. There's gonna be 2 or 3 guys that on this team that act like just can't hit open shots or can't shoot. It happens every year. I'm telling you, it happens every year. Every year. Was this pre-recorded? No, this is absolutely live. I'm reading your comments. Everybody sends tips in. I can obviously see it a little bit better. Oh, man. So we're driving now into 3 people post up. I can't tell you how many times I saw this play. Like, we're kind of driving into help, right into help. Or like full court and go right into a post up and try to get a shot up or one pass. Let's see.
Rondo is into the game. Westbrook went to the bench. Anthony's back in as well.
Not much to talk about right there. I got something to show you guys though. I can't wait. So the Lakers offense is just not good to me, especially when LeBron plays. He's just so good. Him and AD are so talented that they can win games their way. LeBron can win games his way. And it comes at a price sometimes, but I don't think it's the best way in my opinion. It is a good way. But there's never really there's not great ball movement. The ball is always sticking a lot. And when Rondo came, he kind of pushed the tempo. I don't know if you guys remember when they won that championship. He was really pushing the tempo and really leading things. Rondo hasn't looked great since then, but that's a tough shot. So reason number 3. I don't know if the Lakers have great coaching. I don't think that they have great coaching, to be honest. I don't know if Vogel's the guy. Now they won a championship for sure, but no spacing. Let's see. I have no clue why Lonzo was that high. We almost can't even throw the ball into the mid post from right there because Derrick Jones might block the pass. So now he has to move up. He leaves them just wide open right here. And for those of you guys that don't know, like when you see somebody on your peripheral running at you like AD just saw Derrick Jones, that throws you off. But he just leaves them wide open. Like Westbrook wide open in the corner, the closest shot in basketball. He left them fine from there. And as I'm watching this game, I'm just like, man, what the heck? Why didn't the Lakers? And I still think that the Lakers can figure it out with Brian Westbrook and AD. It's early. But why the heck didn't they get Derozan, LeBron, and AD together? Derozan was trying to take a freaking pay cut. So instead of getting a point guard, a scorer, and a big, they got 2 of the same type of players in Westbrook and LeBron. And then they got AD. But that would have been perfect, bro. That would have been perfect to have those 3 together. DeRozan, he knows his job. He's just going to score. He wanted to come to LA bad. Call carry on that. THT has had some good moments, though, since he came back. I will say that.
96 for the half.
thinking that there was a couple games where Westbrook, he actually hasn't been shooting this bank shot at a high clip, but I kind of been seeing why his body's still moving heavily. But I believe in that shot. That's one of his better shots. So, like, is this a play? Because that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Vogel's the guy. He comes down and goes into this post up a lot. And sometimes it does not, a lot of times it does not end up in anything good. There it is. Just leaves him. Just leaves him. I don't know how you could watch this and deny what you're seeing here. It's clearly the reason, like, why there's no spacing on the floor. Like, Lonzo just leaves him. And he's not confident. It was hard to make that pass because Lonzo was hurt. But it's hard. Westbrook is not shooting this shot at a high clip. And if he comes in for the mid-range, it's an easier closeout for Lonzo. So right now I got LeBron being out. I got Westbrook. And not just Westbrook, other players not be able to space the floor out. But mainly Westbrook, though, to be honest with you. I'm showing the footage of it. And the third one is just, I don't know about the coaching personally. They have enough talent, though, still to win this. Now they left Carmelo Anthony wide open because he hasn't been really hitting shots. But they were just like, let everybody else win it. They're like, look, we're going to let anybody but AD beat them. Beat us. So Lonzo is super tagging, right? He's super tagging AD, leaving Westbrook wide open again. THT throws up a tough shot, though. So sometimes the shot selection isn't just all around. It's not just one person. All around, it's not great. THT just came back, so, you know, we'll give him some time. He had a couple really good games. Fun to watch against San Antonio. Now, this was the quarter I wanted to watch. I want to see what the heck. They're having terrible third quarters, like terrible third quarters. So we need to be able to see like what's going on with these third quarters. We're gonna take a look at the Chicago Bulls offense during this third quarter and see if there's anything that the Lakers could have done better. There's always something you can do better, but. All right, here we go. See, everything you need to know what's wrong with the Lakers. Okay, now we're in business. Chicago looks good, man. If you're a Chicago fan, you should be proud. You should be happy right now. They look good. Okay, so there's no tag. No, not even close to a tag with a pick and roll right there, which either Avery Bradley or AD could have taken that situation. But they cleared it out so well with Levine, so AD has a step over. Or no, really, to me, that's Avery Bradley. And then AD scrambles. Iverson. Pick and roll. That's just, you know, he's just really good. That's all that was. Miss. Okay, so this is a trick. If you can test a shot on a three-point shooter, you're more than likely, if you sprint, and your team gets the rebound, you'll be the first person back. Players like Lonzo will find that every time. If you watch Chino Hills, that's what they did. So when you contest that shot, take off. Because normally you don't get that rebound anyways. And sort of the rule of thumb, you don't really box out the shooter, especially while he's in the air. Bad transition D. So let's look at what happened here. THT is on the ground. You guys know how I feel about players hitting the ground. They gone. AD is behind the play. So Loki is Derozan. But look how hard AD's man is running. He's running with them high knees. So that forces Melo to help him. And then shooting the three. So low-key THT being on the ground kind of screwed that play. And they didn't shift offensively. Flex offense. Oh, I thought they were doing a flex spin right there. Got right where he wanted, hit a tough shot, and honestly, it was good defense by Avery Bradley.
Westbrook in traffic takes a bad shot. Levine up ahead to Lonzo, ball, good pass.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what happened here. All right, so here we go. Now tell me I didn't just tell you guys this exact thing, right? If you contest a shot, a three-point shot on the perimeter, right? You take off. Melo doesn't get back. Westbrook shot the ball, so technically that would be Melo, but Westbrook didn't bust his butt to get back. So boom, there you go. All right, this is just a side note. So for Black Friday, we're doing 50% off of our store. 50% off of our store. But here's the thing. It starts on the 23rd to the 25th. In order to get 50% off, you need to sign up to our Black Friday VIP list. I put it on my Instagram, but you guys can find it elsewhere. I've been seeing the link right there. One person we're going to give a golden ticket to. We're going to slip it in your mail, and we'll fly you out. You'll be able to train or just meet me, or we'll go out to dinner, whatever. But it'll be pretty sick. It'll be a sick experience. But one person we're going to do that for. But you have to spend $100 on Black Friday. So to whoever does that, you win a chance to get in there with us, to get that golden ticket. You ever seen Willy Wonka? It happened again. Anybody can win it, wherever you're from. All right, so here we go. Jumper up. Actually, Levine takes off. They're just slow to get back. So we got AD, Westbrook to the line of the ball. We got Melo and THT still in the backcourt. Now we have all the Bulls in front of them dang near. Nobody's hustling. Nobody's getting back. Nobody's communicating on defense. Another three-point up. Rebound. That's just a crossover and a blow-by, right? Bang out. Got to push them to your help at that point. Can't push them baseline. You got to push them to your help at that point. Sounds weird, but I think that's what you should do. People think differently about that. Good defense. Didn't get a hand up at the end, though. Stayed with him. Got to get a hand up at the end.
Even when he could move really well, he wasn't a great defensive player.
Good defense. Ooh. That was nasty. I don't want nobody to get that mixed up. That was nasty. And who did that look like to you? You know, them Kobe tapes.
Third personal, all on the floor.
A lot of this is just somebody, not a lot. Some of these are just tough shots. Some of this is just not communicating, not hustling. I thought AD should have definitely stepped up, got that block. I thought he should have got that block.
You can kind of tell what he said.
Look at LeBron.
AD got kicked out at that point. He was wrong about it too, because the ref don't have to stop the ball when you're putting the shoe on.
Jones, tough move.
Let's see. They're doubling. Who are they doubling? Derozan at that point? Short slip or short roll. You got to be able to stop that person. They actually did a good job of walling off across, but they didn't do nothing after that. Ooh, man. That's just bad defense. All right, so the White not putting a body on him. Top side. I mean, this is easy. This stuff looks easy. It looks easy. This is the crossover. Ooh. Just getting broke down up top. Derozan doesn't hit shots from that deep. All right, let's move on. So now I showed you that. Now let's move. This is interesting right here to me. This is really interesting to me. So they played against, what is this? No, the Spurs. Let's watch the fourth quarter of this game in the last few minutes. I want to show you something that happened. We're going to go to around 4 minutes. Okay. Boom. It's 98 to 105. I mean, AD hits the whole backboard. Okay. It's actually a little bit further up, but I just want to kind of see because they started coming back. Good defense by AD to make up for that. Westbrook's at the point guard. Think he takes a shot right here. If I'm not wrong. And he can hit that shot. Just hasn't been hitting it right. I'm gonna point something out. This is number 4. Good help by Westbrook. Good closeout by Westbrook. Good help by AD. Oh. Nobody helped him. Nobody helped the helper. So it's a 5-point game. 3 minutes left, right? Westbrook is still at point guard. 3 minutes left. And this is San Antonio, not a great team right now. Are good for that matter. No spacing because they're not really guarding Westbrook. So they can't even give it to AD, right? AD's got to seal a little bit lower. Almost a turnover. Let me look at the crowd here. Is this the clip? No, it's not the clip. I'm not even going to point that out. I'm going to see if y'all catch it. Okay, turnover. So this is like 3 minutes left. Like under 3 minutes. And they were like, the crowd is getting impatient. So now they go down. AD's frustrated. You can look at AD. He gets frustrated. He said, throw it up. When you have a taller player, you throw it up. Otherwise, you throw it down. 3-pointer, 2-point game, just like the alpha turnover. Almost 2 turnovers in a row, actually. When we knocked it out of bounds. Now, I want you to pay attention to who's the point guard the rest of this game. Like, really pay attention who's bringing the ball up the court the rest of the game. Westbrook's off ball. It's 103 to 105. Crucial part of the game, clearly. Okay. Nasty. 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 I like THT. Okay, let's see. Comes off the pick. Good hand by AD. Good block. Who's slowing it down right here? Westbrook off ball. Now we can easily give AD the ball in the post right now. Extra pass. We got spacing. Spacing. 103 to 110, just like that. That was close. They just didn't deliver that. Okay. Ball into the post. We got solid spacing. And moving over. We got Wayne Ellington. He had been hitting jumpers too. Good pass. Extra pass. Boom. Westbrook off ball. Let's rewind it back. Who's bringing the ball up the court? In the clutch too. This is in the clutch of the game.
Lakers now 7-point lead, a little more comfortable. Davis, Westbrook, just like that.
This is in the clutch of the game.
Because they have guys that have been there, Bill, and they can turn it on.
And I'm not like, you can't call it hating when I'm just showing you guys this. I'm not trying to hate on Westbrook at all. I actually hope he figures it out. I really do. I want LeBron to come back, and I want them to figure it out together.
They can turn it on when they need to.
Watch this.
Can't hit this three. Johnson's got one.
We're back to him.
You got to make that. That was wide open.
Can't hit this three. Johnson's got one.
Skip. I'm gonna skip right here. It's a bunch of like clips in a row because they missed a lot, so they put all these clips together. My fault if it seems a little choppy. Missed another one. Oh, he made that one.
Gives you a little bit of hope.
We're bringing the ball up the court
Threes today. 24 points.
in the clutch. Now, watch. I mean, this definitely wasn't the play that you want. Basketball players, there's no room in the corner. Get out the corner. Stay out of that area as much as you can. Now, that 2-man pick and roll, when you're just 2 men on one side, you do have to move it over a little bit, but that was a little bit too deep. And doesn't have room. He has to attack uphill before he goes back downhill, and that's not the way you want to go.
Seconds to go. Spurs need a quick one.
Horton Tucker just got his pocket pick.
Missed shot. Westbrook has the ball, right? Watch.
Doubles off the iron. And the Lakers
Gives it up to AD.
now.
Yeah, you got to
Last game. Because I could show you a lot of stuff that Westbrook has done right, too. So, like, don't get it twisted. There have been a lot of things that he has done absolutely right. The turnovers are a problem, though. But he be dropping some dimes. So I don't want nobody to get that twisted. I want to look at this third quarter where the game got spun out of control. Because this I don't want to blame on. This wasn't on Westbrook to me. Third quarter of the Minnesota game where they got blown out. Let's look at results. There was an 8-second violation in the game. I don't remember that. All right, here we go.
Timberwolves do have a healthy margin on the glass, 30-22 over the Lakers.
So don't want it to seem like a Lakers bash session. It's just they're definitely going to have to focus on Westbrook and his three-point shooting if they haven't. That needs to be a major focus, like through our workouts, through day-to-day, because I know that he can improve on shooting. I've seen Westbrook do it. I've seen Blake Griffin do it. I've seen Lonzo do it. I haven't seen Ben Simmons do it. I've seen a lot of players do it. I've seen Westbrook knock these shots down for sure. I've seen him knock these shots down before, shoot them at a higher clip. So we all know that he can hit shots, right? It's going to take a lot of reps and it's going to take a lot of confidence. What people don't understand, it's hard playing in LA. It's hard. Everybody's got all these expectations of what you should be and not what's realistic. And why the heck do they keep playing Westbrook and Rondo together? It is so stupid. That's not on LeBron. That's not on AD. That's not on Rondo. That's not on Westbrook. That's focused. It doesn't even logically make any sense at all for me to put Westbrook and Rondo together. Now, they'll have a few games where they play solid. One of them catches fire or, they're running. Got to really hit that. But it makes no sense to put those two players who cannot shoot and then you're going to try to post up AD. They're going to leave those guys alone and hope that, hey, go ahead, hit 7 threes if you can. Oh, shoot. He shifted. What was that?
All of our broadcasts. Great guy.
Sign up to the Black Friday VIP list. Get that gold ticket to come out and train with me. Spend $100. Hate to point it out again. There's a link right there to the Black Friday deal. Hate to point this out again, but here it is. Look at the spacing. Patrick Beverly, he drives in this lane. Monk shouldn't have drove in that lane. Westbrook just leaving that spot, but he just leaves them. Can you imagine if they left Dame or a lot of players, CJ, Steph, Clay, doggone Poole, they're not leaving them wide open like this. There's no way. But at the same time, you can't just drive right into help.
I did not know that he called games. Matter of fact, he called some games. I did not know that he called games.
You can't just leave. You can't leave Levine right there alone for a three-pointer. There's no way. Good D. Good help. That almost was a really good play. Vanderbilt's a good defender, bro. He's a really good defender. I would love to have him. My team any day. He can play on my squad any day. Lazy pass, but on top of that, AD's got to seal him. You can't let him go around you like that. You can't. This is the third quarter, too, by the way. It's turnover. This is going to lead to a bucket. Normally, turnovers always lead to buckets. And, was this Steph Curry? Is Towns Steph Curry now? He's pressing up on Melo. You can press up on Melo now because he's not as fast going to the basket and finishing at the rack. Now he gets to that mid-post, that's a different story. Downhill. Good pass. Great pass. He was off that game, though.
There's definite techniques.
A lot of them are good misses, too.
In trying to walk people down into a post-up. It's not effective. Edwards finds Beverly into the corner. Beasley in there. Beverly post-up. Trying to walk people.
Okay, so Melo's hugging his man, which he should be ready for this tag because you can get from the tag to back to town super fast. And he wouldn't even thought about passing this. Passed on. He actually reads this super well. AD steps up to help, which he should have. Bradley's got to be ready to scramble out to 5. Rondo's got to be ready to scramble out to his man. The scramble defense, number 5, the scramble defense on the Lakers is not good. It is not good. But the good thing about scramble defense, you can catch on to that throughout the season. So I believe that they'll start fixing that.
He's done playing basketball. He's not going to need to work on the team. But he would be.
Damn, he got hit right there hard. No pun. He's just off in this game, man. He was off in this game. Not terrible misses, though. Good arc on it. Left missing left or right on that one.
Carl got hit in the face.
Mid post. You got to make him pay right here. It's not good offense when it's just about the mid post and then wait for them to double and then kick it out, swing around the horn. That's not good offense to me. That's 90s offense. That's not good offense to me. Get some ball movement, some player movement. You can't just have ball movement. You need player movement also. The Lakers don't have too much of that often enough, in my opinion. All right, so this started because nobody picked up Edwards. He gets an open shot. AD gets out of place. Now Towns crashes. Rondo's just lets him go right by. AD's not there to box out, and then there you go. And then let's look at Monk. He didn't really box out his man at all. I mean, damn, bro. This is not good right now, but I wanted to make it seem like I'm hating on these dudes, man. I really do support the Lakers, no matter what you try to say, what you think about me or whatever. They just got some stuff to fix. Sheesh. It looks bad, though. But in due time, hopefully they get it together. But that's the end of this. Make sure you guys cop the golden or sign up for the Black Friday VIP list so you can get the chance to get this golden ticket to come out here and trade with me. All you got to do is sign up to that list. The link is right there. And it'll be dope, man. I'll make sure it's a dope workout and a dope experience for you. But we only have one, so I wonder who that lucky person will be. It's kind of like Willy Wonka, right? All right, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.